I'm going to tell you about this really amazing spiritual gift that I found within my clients' Akashic records, and I'm going to share it with you in case it helps open up and activate something within your templates as well. I went into his energy field. I saw this big being, human-esque type of person, if you will, and he had a star in his hand. So you have to envision, he was very magnanimous, okay, in order to be able to hold a star in his hand, and he crushed it and it turned into dust. And I was like, what are you doing? He's giving Thanos energy over here. And he said this star was on its last breath at the end of its incarnation, and he was making it smaller into this finite energy in order to rematerialize it. And I asked, well, why are you doing that? And all of a sudden we went to this laboratory, and he was dressed as a kind of like medical professional, if you will, and he said that he was a star geneticist. And I was like, I've never heard of that before. And he said that this is a place in the cosmos where there is a team of people who have been selected to run this program. And basically what they do is they take planets and stars that are, again, at the end of their incarnations, and collect all of the energy and bring it to this place where people's higher selves or their oversouls come here, and they collect this energy, and it is infused into their DNA, into the incarnations that come after the oversoul, and so that people can remember their cosmic connections to these different places in space. The remembrances are passed down hereditarily, because he was saying that some planets are living in more rudimentary systems, and he utilized planet Earth as that. He said, y'all have forgotten about ancient magic and your connection to these things outside of planet Earth. And he said now that the veil is thinning and people's perceptual awarenesses are really expanding, that there are going to be a lot of people who are waking up and remembering these things and are going to teach others. And so a lot of persons having their DNA activated right now, but that was already pre-wired into them from their higher selves and oversouls coming to this space. And these encodements that are in specific people's DNA, when these stars are crushed down into more finite energy and put into people's systems, when they are reawakened to this information, it's creating a time capsule where someone will be able to astral project back to that time and space and be able to see the other planetary systems and stars as well that were surrounding that star or planet that collapsed, which will make it easier for people to portal jump through these systems because they have a recollection of all of the surrounding areas. He was saying that in this laboratory that they have a filing system that has information on billions of stars and planets, and that my client would be able to, when he gets deeper into channeling, be able to look through this incarnation's eyes at the files. So it's a form of remote viewing, and he can learn about them so that when he comes into contact with people on Earth, whether intentionally or not intentionally, because he can also just step into people's fields and activate them. But if he wants to give sessions or have talks about certain things, he can infuse these data points into the person's DNA sequencing, and so that they can remember either where they're from, or again, it will help them with astral traveling to these different places and spaces. So that way these travelers can go out and bring us on Earth information about things that are outside of our collective consciousness, like really advanced technology. In order to get into this gift, he was saying learning about starseed planets that we already know about is really beneficial if you are one of these astral projectors. So Lemuria, Sirius, the Pleiades, but he was saying that people already sometimes have a difficult time conceptualizing those to begin with. There are so many more places that you can access outside that nobody has information on right now. I have been into a couple people's Akashic records and have been to planets that nobody has information on. One of them was called Allendor, another Limneck, several different other ones, but it's more beneficial to start with planets or star systems that we have a lot of information on, because it's easier to conceptualize and astral jump to. Incarnation was also saying that he has co-workers, that's a very human terminology, but he has co-workers that work in this laboratory as well, and that my client, via connecting with him, would also be able to speak with them, and they have their own experiences and astral travels that they can teach him about. I was just sitting there like, wow, this is such an interesting gift. With taking these star bits and infusing them into people's DNA so they can have these remembrances and help them become these travelers throughout time and space to bring back knowledge and wisdom to planet Earth. And that's incredible. And I wanted to share this as well because you, if you are listening to this and you resonate with this, most likely have these encodements within yourself. Learning about the different planetary systems, star systems, getting a little bit deeper into astronomy if you want to, or simply meditating with different planets. They can be Venus and Jupiter and Mars, and you know, if you want moon, wherever you want to, that will kickstart your remembrances and activate these things within. And I would love to hear in the comments if this activated something within you, helped with your remembrances, or if you have any questions. And I hope you have a super magical day.